All right, let's jump right in. We're constantly hearing about AI that can write amazing things or create stunning images. But what if that's just scratching the surface? Today, we're going to look at what comes next for AI, way beyond just words and pixels. Yeah, okay, that is a pretty fiery statement coming from Jan LeCun, who is literally one of the godfathers of modern AI. He's basically saying that these large language models we're also hyped about, to him, they're already old news. He's looking at something way bigger, way more ambitious. An AI that doesn't just spit out text, but an AI that actually understands, that remembers, and that can truly reason. So what's he really talking about here? What makes current AI so limited in his eyes? And more importantly, what does this next generation of AI even look like? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. To really get what LeCun is aiming at, we first have to understand the technology he's kind of moving on from. It's a field called natural language processing, or NLP for short. And at its heart, NLP is all about one thing: teaching machines how to read and understand our language. You know, NLP is basically the bridge between our messy human way of talking and a computer's need for structured data. It's the magic that lets a machine make sense of it all. Let's fire off a few quick examples so you can see exactly what I mean. Okay, first up, machine translation. This is something tons of us use every day, right? Think Google Translate. You pop in some text, and behind the scenes, these really complex NLP models are figuring out grammar, context, and meaning to give you the same idea in a totally different language. It's pretty amazing. Then you've got this, sentiment analysis. This is super powerful. Companies use it to scan literally millions of product reviews or social media posts to get a vibe check. Is the buzz around their new launch positive? Is it negative? Or are people just kind of meh? It tells them almost instantly. And of course, this is the big one right now, text generation. This is the engine behind those LLMs that LeCun was talking about. You give it a prompt, and boom, it writes something that sounds incredibly human. This could be a helpful chatbot, a draft of an email, or even a bedtime story. NLP is also a fantastic organizer. With text classification, you can throw a giant, messy pile of articles or emails at a machine, and it'll automatically sort them into neat little piles, labeling them business, culture, sports, whatever. It's like a super fast, tireless filing clerk. Now, this is really clever. It's called Named Entity Recognition, or NER. So when you're searching for a job, NER is the tech that gets that Atlanta is a place and stock associate is a job title. It's not just reading the words, it's identifying the concepts, people, places, things. It's a huge deal for understanding context. And finally, we have speech recognition. This is the crucial first step that makes so much of NLP possible. It takes our spoken words, our voice, and turns it into text that a machine can actually work with. Every time you talk to a voice assistant, this is where it all begins. Okay, so that's how machines read. But let's go back to what LeCun said. The next step is for AI to understand the physical world. And to do that, well, AI needs eyes. So let's switch gears and look at how machines learn to see through a field called computer vision. It's really that simple. Computer vision, or CV, is all about training computers to see and understand the world through images and videos. So just like NLP teaches them to read, CV teaches them to see. The most fundamental task in computer vision is something called classification. You show the machine a picture, and its only job is to assign one label to the whole thing. It looks at this image and just says, cat. That's it. Simple, but it's the foundation for everything else. But what happens when there's more than one thing in the picture? That's where detection comes in, and it's a huge leap forward. It doesn't just list off dog, bicycle, car. No. It actually draws a little box around each object, showing us exactly where it is. That's a much, much deeper level of understanding what's going on in the scene. All right, so machines can read and machines can see. But so what? Why does any of this matter to us? Let's take a quick look at how these technologies are already showing up in our everyday lives. I mean, seriously, these systems are everywhere once you start looking. That chatbot that helps you with customer service, that's NLP. In hospitals, computer vision helps doctors spot signs of disease in X-rays, while NLP scans patient records for insights. It's already changing everything. And that brings us right back to where we started. We've seen how AI can read and how it can see. But if all of that is what AI can do today, what is this next generation stuff that has pioneers like Jan LeCun so fired up? Let's look at that quote one more time. It kind of clicks now, doesn't it? He's not trashing NLP or computer vision. He's saying the real future is about weaving them together and then adding brand new layers of memory, reasoning, and planning on top of it all. So here's the bottom line. The next big leap for AI isn't just a slightly better text generator or a slightly sharper image detector. No way. It's about building a system that can, say, watch a cooking video, read the recipe, and then actually guide a robot's arms to make the meal. It's about combining senses, remembering steps, and using all that knowledge to plan. That's the jump from just processing data to actually understanding. And this all leads to a really fascinating question. The building blocks are there. We have AIs that can read and AIs that can see, but putting it all together to create a system that has common sense, that has memory, that truly gets how the physical world works, well, that is the next grand challenge. So, are we on the verge of an AI that genuinely understands our world? I guess that's a question we're all going to be watching the answer to unfold.